Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's Get Ready for Greatness Lunch and Learn workshop. We're at day 14 in the 21 Days to Greatness series. And on this day, we're going to be talking about the final step in the module, 7 Steps to Overcoming Adversity, turning your scars into trophies. So let's get ready. Let's just jump right in. For those of you who are joining me or catching this video, joining me for the first time, or maybe catching this video on replay, haven't come across any of my videos before. I'm Richard Cuff, president of CTI Marketing, founder of Nasimba Business Alliance, master greatness coach at GetReadyForGreatness.com, and host of the podcast, The PS Factor. Let me share my screen with you here, and then we're just gonna jump right in. This Lunch and Learn workshop, I'm going to commit to doing it, and I have committed to doing it every day. Monday, we're actually 7 days a week, but primarily focused on Monday through Friday. But I'll continue to do them every day. 1:30 late lunch on the East Coast, and it'll be about 10:30 on the West Coast. So you'll be able to catch the Get Ready for Greatness Lunch and Learn workshops every day. You will be able to log on to richardcuff.com, and that'll take you to our Get Ready for Greatness YouTube page, where this is done. This video, you're watching this live right now on YouTube, and then I'm broadcasting it over onto my Facebook page. But I'll also post the replay on the Get Ready for Greatness Facebook page, and you'll of course be able to come back and see any of the previous videos by logging on to richardcuff.com. I want to invite you to log on to getreadyforgreatness.com and stop sharing my screen for just a second here. I want you to log on to getreadyforgreatness.com, because there you'll be able to create your free coaching profile, but you'll also be able to take advantage of the course. You'll download the course workbook and be able to take advantage of the 21 Days to Greatness program. Basically try out our coaching program for 30 days for risk-free. If you are not completely satisfied, then you don't pay anything more. And that $49 is just then treated as the annual membership to our platform, where you'll be able to take advantage of shopping and earning points, not only within our cultural capital marketplace, or the Concentel Mobile Cultural Capital Marketplace, but you'll also have access to our corporate Concentel Mobile corporate perks, which tens of thousands of products are sold, and you'll be able to get the corporate discount from your favorite name brands and corporations. All of that is a benefit. It's our basic member benefit for our Concentel Mobile Cultural Capital Marketplace, and it's extended to all of our Nasimba Business Alliance members. When you take advantage of the $49 21 Days to Greatness program, you're going to get a copy of Jay Forte's book, The Greatness Zone. Know yourself, find your fit, and transform the world. This is a great book that helps you to understand what the Greatness Zone is all about. You'll also, I'm going to be talking about that in today's sessions. I touched on it yesterday. I want to go a little bit more in detail with it, but you'll also get your own cultural capital. The key to the cultural capital marketplace is the One Vision reward card. So you'll get that as also part of the package. And then I am going to be offering copies of my book, The PS Factor, 7 Steps to Unleashing, or 7 Habits to Unleashing Your Greatness and Building Generational Wealth. And of course, this is the book that'll be coming out in November. And we probably may, if there are delays, but you guys, I'll keep you posted that when the book is ready. But all of that, $49. And if you if you see the benefit, I believe you will, and you want to upgrade your membership, the $49 will apply over to whatever upgrade. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So you can, well, first of all, log on to getreadyforgreatness.com. You can then log on to the PS Factor to support the podcast, psfactor.com, and of course, richardcuff.com for all of the videos over there on YouTube. So let's get this thing going here, and I'll share my screen. And we're going to get started. So we've been talking about the 7 steps to overcoming adversity in this particular module we've been discussing for the last 7 days. But yesterday I introduced the greatness zone concept, and along with the 7 steps to overcoming adversity. So let's talk about the greatness zone. The greatness zone is is this place that you get to after you go through these zones, that mediocrity zone, that the comfort zone, the fear zone, the knowledge zone, the growth zone, the miraculous zone, and then ultimately the greatness zone. Now, I don't necessarily focus on mediocrity and miraculous because those are really sort of things that they're kind of like transition. It's like darkness, if you will, or it's that thing that takes place whenever you are in between a zone, or when you're not quite in the comfort zone or you're not quite in the fear zone, you're going to find yourself in mediocrity or the miraculous. That's what you'll be focused on. So that's pretty much how the mediocrity and miraculous works. They are the space in between those zones. You're going to choose one or the other one, and mediocrity or miracles are going to sort of be your driving force as you're moving up or down in between these zones. So let's just start with comfort zone. Comfort in your comfort zone is where you're going to feel confident, safe, serene, secure. You know, it's that, I feel nice here. Let me grab my Zen tea and just kick back and chill out for a minute, right? So every one of us has a comfort zone, and there are different people that have different levels of comfort, different things that are needed to make you comfort. But comfort is that natural place that we all want to get to. It, what we feel right now in this coronavirus shutdown is a lot of discomfort or uncomfortable or not being in that comfort zone. And so naturally the tendency is to try and do everything you possibly can to get back to normal. You start hearing the new normal. Well, there are certain things that we're going to have to get comfortable with, and it may well be hand sanitizer and face masks for the next 5 years until some cure for this virus is discovered, or society becomes comfortable with accepting the cure. And but our politics have different effects and impacts on that, and so it changes that ability for us to find a comfort zone. But that's the first place in the space that you want to be mostly. The next is the fear zone. In that fear zone is where whenever something comes and throws you into that fear zone, whether it's suddenly or over a period of time, you get to that place where you find that you lack confidence. And Marcus Garvey said, if you have no confidence in self, you are twice defeated in the race of life. But with confidence, you have won even before you've started. So that's the lack of self-confidence shows up in that fear zone. You find yourself seeking approval or affected by the opinions of others, and also finding excuses. And again, the tendency is to move toward mediocrity as you try to get back to your comfort zone, or you begin to move into the miraculous as you try to move forward into the next zone, and that's your knowledge zone. There you begin to learn from your mistakes, deal with the challenges, acquire new skills, even find contentment. You know, learning to whatever state you're in to be content and again, bring that comfort zone to this particular level. But the key is to not be so comfortable in that zone that you never move out, because then if not moving up and out toward the miraculous, you begin to slip back toward mediocrity. Then there's the growth zone. That growth zone, you begin to find your purpose, set new goals, conquer your past, live your dreams. But what happens again if you're not growing outside of the growth zone? You have to, there's a period where a baby grows inside of a mother's womb. But even in that, at some point, the growth inside the womb has to stop, come to an end, so that the baby can come out and begin to grow in this world. So your growth zone can be an incubator space. It can be a space of transition. It can be a space where there's a new you that's being created. But at some point, you've got to come out of the growth zone. And that's when you move into this space where miracles do happen. But it becomes the growth zone when you can begin to shift your energy into that zone and discover, what are you good at? And then what are you passionate about? And then what is success for you? Once you identify those three things, finding the common area, you are now in your greatness zone. And then from there, you can begin to brainstorm your options. Ask others. This is where you can put together that mastermind group to begin to help you to discover even things that you may not be able to see that you're good at, or some things that you need improvement. That mastermind group, as you brainstorm your options, will be able to assist you. Next, you want to select the best options from those options that you came up in your brainstorm group, and then ultimately build your plan. And that's how we come through the greatness zone. Let's do this. I want to roll into the 7 steps to overcoming adversity. I'm not going to hold you up for too much longer, but let's go over the 7 steps. Identifying that this whole concept of the 7 steps to overcoming adversity, thoughts versus emotions. And because thoughts are things, but an emotion is an extremely fast subconscious evaluation of the situation. So as you're going through those zones that we talked about earlier, you're going to experience these emotions. And the first one, I think, is the way that I look at it. It's really like that eye-opening, waking up surprise. Adversity shows up suddenly, and surprise, now you're feeling something. Some emotions are going through your mind. And again, it's that toward mediocrity or miraculous, fight or flight, right? That's your basic response, those 2 directions. So you're either going to go toward fear or toward anger. You're going to go toward joy or sadness. You're going to go toward disgust, be disgusted enough to change yourself, or you're going to go into contempt, where it's a hatred on the outside towards something. And this contempt is probably the most dangerous and deadly, because a lot of people live in contempt for others, hatred for others, and it's always someone else's fault why I'm experiencing something. And so with contempt is this convenient emotion that allows you an out to where you never have to hold yourself responsible for changing anything. It's always them, they, over there, somebody else. It's never you. And that's the danger with contempt. At least disgust allows you to look at yourself, and unfortunately, it can be the reverse, where you're continually looking at yourself in disgust for someone else's dysfunction. There are plenty of people that get abused and blame themselves for putting themselves in a position to be abused. And that's again, that can be a negative emotion that you have to be consciously aware of. Okay, so let's talk about the 7 steps to overcoming adversity. Step number 1, remember adversity builds character. Step number 2, find the courage within. Step number 3 is keep your eye on your goal. Step number 4, cherish the small victories. Step number 5, know that it's okay to quit and run as you pray and fight. Quit. It's an acronym for QUIT, quickly utilize independent thought. Run, reveal uncharacteristic nature. Pray, put to rest anything yours. And fight, have faith in God and his timing. That'll bring you to number 6, develop the ability to keep getting up. I love this quote. Les Brown says it, if life knocks you down, try to land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. Winston Churchill says, success is sometimes nothing more than going from failure to failure with undiminished enthusiasm. So ultimately, it brings us to step number 7, turning your scars into trophies. Why? Because we have a tendency to hide our scars, but our trophies, we put them on display. Hidden scars serve no purpose to help anyone. In fact, no one knows that they're there except you. That's that disgust, shame, guilt emotion. But when you begin to take the challenges that you went through and you began to turn them into the trophies or beacon of light that will help others in their situation, and someone else that's going through the same thing that you're going through, then you know that you have turned that scar into a trophy. Guys, I wanted to go through that real quick. As I mentioned, I wasn't going to keep you long today, but you will have, this video will be up in another couple minutes as it processes through, and you'll be able to come back and watch it, go over it in detail. If you have any questions, do feel free to just shoot me a message. And also go to the Get Ready for Greatness Facebook page to book a call if you want to, if you have a specific question, or you just want to begin this process to taking your life, your business to the next level, away from whatever this is that we're experiencing right now. Just feel free to reach out to me. So log on to getreadyforgreatness.com, create your free coaching profile. Go to richardcuff.com for all the YouTube videos. Also, follow me at Richard Cuff, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, at Cuff the Comedian on Instagram. And I am looking forward to what the future holds and the great things that are to come as we begin to wrap up this 21 Days to Greatness series starting tomorrow, day 15, and the third module, the 7 Habits to Greatness. So until tomorrow, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll be back tomorrow morning. Check out Unscripted, my morning commute, somewhere between 8 o'clock and 8:30 or so. I'm headed out the door. So look forward to seeing you then, and for the Lunch and Learn workshop tomorrow at 1:30. Till then, guys, take care.